What is career discovery?
The process is called career discovery. In this process, we interview the student and we interview the parents. There's two separate interviews. We also do a psychometric assessment of the student. And we do a 360 feedback survey where we send you a survey link. We request the student to fill it, the parents to fill it, and we request you to send it out to people who you trust and who know the student well, so they can give us unbiased feedback. And we recommend three categories of people to respond to that survey. One is any school teachers who are willing to respond. Second is the parents' peer group. And third is the students' peer groups. And then we put together a report which says these are our strengths, these are our weaknesses, these are our dominant personality traits, and these are the top 3 career baskets that will suit her the best. So that's pretty much how it works. And the process takes about 2 weeks. And the longest lead time item is the 360 feedback survey. Once you tell us that is completed, we've got everybody who we wanted to respond has responded. We close the survey, and from there on, we take 3 days to build a report. The report goes through an internal review, and then a senior mentor takes you through the report.
What is in the Spark Career Discovery Report?
There's a career discovery report where we tell you what her strengths are, what her weaknesses are, what her dominant personality traits are, and the top 3 career streams that will work for her and why.
What is evaluated?
There is no foolproof, guaranteed process evaluation in the world. Okay, you are not evaluating the career, you're evaluating the student. And all you're evaluating is her interests, her aptitude, and her personality traits. What you're not evaluating is how much effort she puts in. What kind of support does the family, the society, the ecosystem, the teachers, her friends provide her? So there is no guaranteed outcomes of career evaluations anywhere in the world. Our success rate is very high, but it is not credit to us. It is credit because people use the report and they work with it and they move forward. Career evaluation is not a rocket science. It is not 100% science. It's a decision you are going to make anyways. Unfortunately, our academic journey is built in a way that careers are more formed by elimination than by choice. We start dropping subjects, which means we start eliminating careers. The reason people come to us, to be honest, is not because they really want their child to find the right career. It is mostly because they don't want to eliminate the wrong career.
Correct. That's the
right, because after 10th, you are going to choose some subjects. Now, if you drop chemistry, then what happens? If you drop maths, then what happens? If you drop bio, then what happens? Should you keep history on? Should you keep economics on? How to do computer science? So the reality is people are also not really looking for what is most suited for my child. Right? If you come back and say, your child is got great potential to become an artist or become a footballer or become a basketballer, there are careers which have lower probability of success and there are careers which have higher probability of success. So finally, we have a very tangible, materialistic outcome expected, because that's what life is, right? You can't really live on love and fresh air. So the subjective process of decision making that you are on that journey already, all we do is add an objective layer to it. Right? Any kind of career evaluation that you will do will only add an objective layer to it. So it is a great question because it helps me rationalize expectations. Because sometimes people come back and say, we didn't find any very great career out of it. And I say, well, I'm not here to please you, and I'm not here to, find, something that you were hoping for. And sometimes there is a match. What you were expecting is what you get. Sometimes what you were expecting is not what you get. Because we are only going to look at what her inherent interests are, what her aptitude is, and what her personality traits are. The psychometric will recommend some careers, our internal discussion recommend some careers, and then we will make an objective recommendation to you. So, so that's how the process works. The success criteria, the success rate, like I said, is very high. But I don't want to take the credit for it because it's really the student. Because somebody went on to an IIT or went on to a Georgia Tech or went to a great college and did economics or engineering or computer science and did really well, became an investment banker, is not credit to me. It's credit to the student who did really well, who put in the effort. So we've done this process for over 100,000 people by now. There are people who are making great money, being very successful. There are people who are not. It is not no credit or discredit to us. It is largely the student and the family, of course. The parents have put in a lot of hard work behind it. So it really depends on how do you use the report and how do you put in effort. The report is honest and sincere, and it is only adding an objective layer to the decisions you need to make in a subjective way anyways.
When should you go for career discovery?
No, I would say it's too early. 7th to 8th is too early. Don't put her under the microscope yet. 9th, 10th is the earliest that you should do these things. I would say it's too early. Some people will tell you, no, do it. But the reality is, what will you do with it? Even if I give you a report, you will pay me 10,000, I will put in the effort, I will give you a report, but what will you do with it? She's too young, right? So there are people who insist on it and we say, okay, no problem, you want to pay us the money, we'll give you a report. But, for what joy? What is the outcome how will you use that outcome? So I will say it's too early. Wait for a couple of years. And when you can do something with that report, then do it. Today, you can't do anything with that report at 7th grade or 8th grade. What will you do?